Well, my company started about 20 years ago, and it actually started using SDS. That's how I got in there. After a few years of doing the steel detailing and stuff, I learned a lot from SDS itself as a basic engineer. Got into designing a lot of commercial buildings, and most of my engineering was American Indian health clinics. I would do the engineering. I would also do the steel detailing on almost all except for one project. And it made me definitely a better engineer with SDS behind me. There's no question about it. About 20 years now. When I started my office, I started getting steel detailing. I had a detailer who actually came from Black & Veatch, and he had worked with me in my previous company. I said, what's the options? He says, well, there's Tekla and there's SDS. And he says, with SDS, you get connection analysis. That was the difference right there. I didn't have to go to third party and have them analyze it. So hands down, SDS with a connection engineering ability is by far the best option for my office. Some fabricators don't care about connections. They just want to do detailing, they use Tekla. They think someone else is going to take care of it. Well, being a small shop, small engineering and steel detailing division, there's no other option for me but to use a single program altogether. If I had to detail all the connections without SDS, I'd been broke a long time ago. You'd probably like to know how SDS and the RFI process go together. Oh, it's fantastic. This is my favorite part. Because we are an engineering firm, I can write two types of RFIs. If I need to write an RFI, ask a question. I've seen them before. They're so blasé, kind of hard. Everybody in the world needs to sit down and figure it out what the RFI. It might be just a sheet, and they got to read it. Well, my policy in my RFI policy is that the guy who's reading this thing should be able to sit on the beach and have every question answered in RFI process. That means he shouldn't have to go on to the drawings. So I include highly qualified pictures from a particular section or something like that, and I show it to them. So that SDS does the most amazing job. I can zoom in and show the details very well. So everything I have on the attachments of an RFI, these are attachments of RFI, they'll see it. The pictures that come out of SDS are so clean, so clear, that I don't think I can do an RFI very well without the quality of the photos I get from SDS included. Now, they have the option of a 3D PDF, which is great. On this particular detail, I was able to, if you want to zoom right in here, actually show how SDS can show you how there's short slots and long slots. This was a connection that actually goes to a concrete wall. The engineer was going to have standard bolts. No, that's not what you want. I was able to suggest long slots, quickly have the value of that connection, and show them what to do, okay? So SDS does present things for me to make my RFIs better. I can modify it with user-defined connections, which I often do. My favorite is user-defined connections. Rotate. Let me just tell you, engineering drawings come with, some people call them details. They're charts for connections. I call them cartoons. Wow, you just rotate. Instantly rotate and look at what the out-of-plane connection is doing to the in-plane connection. Then you start to write the RFI and you tell the engineer. But rotate, and the quality of the rotation in SDS is by far the best feature I've ever seen. The colors are perfect, really nice. They represent bolts so well.